Top House Republicans say they would take action against Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz if the Justice Department formally moves against him.
Gaetz is under federal investigation for alleged sex trafficking. NewsNation's Ashley Gaetz is in the newsroom with reaction from Capitol Hill.
Well, so far, Matt Gaetz has not been charged with the crime, and he has repeatedly denied the allegations against him. Today, GOP leaders would not directly answer questions about the allegations or whether they have confidence in the Florida congressman. Instead, they're waiting to see how the Justice Department investigation turns out.
New today, top House Republicans say they would take action against fellow Congressman Matt Gaetz if sex trafficking allegations are true.
We've heard a lot of stories. I mean, obviously, I've read the media reports, but there's been nothing that we've seen yet from the Department of Justice. If something's going on, obviously, we'll find out about it. Right now, it's hard to speculate on rumors. But, if something really formal happened from justice, we would, of course, react and take action.
Now, the New York Times is reporting an associate of the congressman, Joel Greenberg, has been providing information to the Justice Department since last year. Federal prosecutors are examining whether Gaetz and Greenberg paid underage girls or offered them gifts in exchange for sex. Last week, a House Ethics Committee also announced it opened a bipartisan ethics probe. Gaetz has denied the allegations and insists he will not resign his seat in Congress. Here's what he told a women's group at one of President Trump's resorts over the weekend.
I'm built for the battle, and I'm not going anywhere. The smears against me range from distortions of my personal life to wild, and I mean wild, conspiracy theories. I won't be intimidated by a lying media, and I won't be extorted by former DOJ officials and the crooks he is working with. The truth will prevail.
Gaetz serves on the Armed Services and Judiciary Committees. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said that the accusations were serious and that if proved, Gaetz would be removed from those committees. Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger was the first member of the GOP who called for Gaetz to resign. And today, Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio remained neutral when asked about the allegations.
Well, look, the accusations are very serious, but I have no personal knowledge about any of it. All we know is what the reporting is, and just did not happen. But here's what I do know. We have a process in this country. The House Ethics Committee is apparently investigating it. Prosecutors are allegedly looking at it. Let that process play out, and before we make pronouncements or judgments.
And we also know Gaetz did not attend a weekly closed-door meeting of House Republicans. Today, Congressman Steve Scalise, the number 2 Republican in the House, says he has not discussed the allegations with Gaetz, but expects to meet with him this week. Marnie?